It's sylvanwood, rare as diamonds. You only find it in very old, very wild places. The carvings tell a story of the betrayal, the dread wolf tricking all the gods away from the world.
Start at the beginning. What happened to the gods?
Long ago, there were two clans of gods. The Creators looked after the people, the Forgotten Ones preyed upon us. And one god who was neither. Fan Harel, the Dread Wolf. He was kin to the Creators, and in the old days often helped them in their endless war against the Forgotten Ones.
I assume he got tired of helping.
That he did. Fan Harel was clever. He could walk among both clans of gods without fear, and both believed he was one of them. He went to each side and told them the other had forged a terrible weapon, a blade that would end the war. He told the Creators it was forged in the heavens, and the Forgotten Ones that it was hidden in the abyss. And when the gods went seeking it, he sealed them both in their realms forever. Now he alone is left in the world.
Oh.
Elgernon's an asshole. Talking in people's minds, promising them stuff. It's messed up. At least we saved the Dalish. That'll piss him off.
You've been strife in Ireland before, right?
Varric and I did. We passed through Arlithan Forest while we were searching for solace. Strife and Ireland helped us navigate the Fade.
Oh, I heard about that. Spatial anomalies and time loops. I wish I could have seen it.
Varric hated it so much, being outdoors and all. And when the outdoors is upside down and lost in time and you're harassed by spirits wearing your face, well...
Oh, that would be a nightmare for anyone, I think.
Yeah, that would be a pretty big... Yeah, I would be scared about that.
You look distracted. Something on your mind?
You ever get a bad feeling you can't shake, but you don't know if it's for you or someone else?
With my job, it's usually both.
Yeah.
Hello. Lucanis' room is so small. Doing pull-ups by herself. Everyone else is talking in their own groups.
I heard a strange thing, Emmerich.
It's simply not true that Manfred's doing my laundry. He's got tangled in a bedsheet, and Taash mistook that for...
Not that. I heard you're preparing for some big necromancy rite.
How did you know?
You talk out loud to yourself a lot, Emmerich.
Ah, oh dear. The rite is a difficult, delicate thing. I promise to explain it if I succeed.
I get you. Good luck.
I feel that speaking out a lot, like just gorging. There's a tree now. Harding. Where? That's a whole island. Where'd you find that? Oh, Davrin, you have a tree growing outside. Oh, actually, now that we mention it, we have a lot of trees growing everywhere. These trees weren't here before. Nor would that one. I'm not arguing. Okay, let's talk to Solus. I think it looks nice. Okay, Solus, thank you for the assistance.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You dislike the Dalish?
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I bet you argued. Like worshipping Elganon. They made you look bad, huh? I'm betting you argued.
Let me guess. You tried to tell them what they were getting wrong, and they didn't believe you.
There are few things that frustrate me as much as ignorance. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fanharel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And every mage knows that what we see in the Fade might not be literally true.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
You really hate Elganon.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now. Heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind. And you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
You're both pretty prideful.
The two of you are too much alike. Both of you want to be in charge.
I have no desire to be in charge.
No, you just want to be able to correct anyone who's not doing everything the way you would have done it.
I see you have been observing me as well during these conversations.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
Thanks for the help.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Yep. You have earned the respect of the Dread Wolf. That's surprising to hear.
I'm impressed you got that out without choking on it.
If I could not admit when I was wrong, I would be no better than Elganon. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor?
What about the Inquisitor? Does she not count as a friend?
She does. One of several I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganan and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganan's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
Wait. So, my title is on point? Andy?
So now Elganan's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganan's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
That's why we'll win.
We've done some great work underwater. You know why no one else can save the world except us? Why the Inquisitor told me it had to be us. Because we don't give up. Knock us down, and we come back swinging.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
How about the Veil Jumpers?
Did the Veil Jumpers find any traces of where Elganan and his archdemon went?
No. Venatori started swarming the area right after we left, and they had to leave.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanis?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
So we have options. How much time?
Did Viago tell you how much time we have?
Days to weeks. Nothing more precise.
Well, that's our best lead so far. Track those supplies and we should find the gods. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathous.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Good fighting today.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up. And be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Dismissed. Book club note. And now for like the last wave of side quests. I got Hardings done already, which is, that still shocks me how quick I got Hardings done. Okay, let's check this one. A letter from the Hausenberg. Continue our study into the changes in the Blight. Our latest findings are very interesting and disturbing. We can't let this spread continue. Catch you up in the next time you're into the wetlands. Something's coming. Something. And then this one is message from Minrathous. Rook, we have the wonderful news coming out of Harlothan. You're doing, we're told. The Venatori are still reeling from their failure, and Dorian's caught wind of some of the most recent plans. Drop by the shop whenever you can. Soul of the city. Now let's go talk to Emmerich. Now let's talk Taash first. My brain knew where I wanted to go. Hello, Taash.
Hey, I got word from my mother. She wants to talk.
Have you talked with her since?
Nope, not since I told her I was non-binary. But her note said she wanted to talk about that tablet we found, the old Kunari one. Of course that's what she wants to talk about. We can go whenever you're good.
I'll let you know.
Shartan's house. Lair of the Dragon King. I feel like we're about to learn the lore of the Kunari. Also, the Dragon King definitely kidnapped her, by the way. Definitely. Okay, Emmerich, your turn.
Mana, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far.
We have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
That bad as it sounds?
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
That's horrifying.
A lantern that sucks the life out of people.
Their very souls. But we know where Johanna will be.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom. Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
I'm sorry.
That can't be fun.
I'd hoped it would pass. Oh, Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
Little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
The sacrifice of souls. Another necropolis painting. Back to Blackthorn Manor. Now we'll talk to Bell. Probably about Syrian, which I butchered the name of.
Oh, that's not good. Not even a little bit. Rook, we have to go. We might already be too late.
Slow down. What's happening?
The artifact. Remember how I told you that I'd know if they started another ritual? They did, and it's big. Really, really big. Arlathan big, maybe.
You sure?
Completely. Nothing else explains that resonance.
To Arlathan, then.
We really like going towards the bad thing instead of away from it.
It's not time for jokes, Rook. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, but it's bad.
So let's go stop them then.
Right. Let's hope they aren't very far along.
And if they've had the chance?
These rituals need an anchor with a physical body, so not a spirit or whatever Anaris is, which means Syrian. And there's only one way to free an anchor.
Then let's not waste any time.
When I meant by butcher, I meant the spelling of, not like saying his name. Syrian is a pretty cool name. Just the spelling of it Got me kerfuffled. Okay, and Neve has a lead on the Blood Mage, right?
Rook, I've compiled the last reports from an informant. You remember our talk with Rana? She had a lead on Alia's location. A place called Sanctum Lucanis.
A lost Tevinter temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Should I be excited or scared?
Alia's hideout. Not sure if I should be excited or worried. Either way, I'm there.
Worried. And I figured.
So, where is this place?
The Minratha's Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market. I've had an eye on the catacombs. Alias haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages. It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Are we really meeting Alia?
Then I guess I get to meet Alia in person.
It's time she showed her face. Ducktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Alia's followers, but they can't last forever. Alia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
So, what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan, put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
The returned cultist case. And now, a little side banter. Hey, look,
I just made a fresh pot of coffee if you want any, Rook.
I thought that would be along the lines of Lucanis. Okay, Davrin, let me guess, got lead up on the Gloomhowler.
Rook, Efka and Antoine sent word. A warden's arrived at Lavendel with news. He might have a lead on Isaiah.
Then we've got to get to Lavendel.
Agreed. Thanks.
The Profane and the Lost. But I just got like the same side quest from Hausenberg. And last but not least, Harding and her very, very green room.
Hey, what's shaping?
No one says what's shaping anymore.
I thought it was a dwarf thing.
Yeah, if you lived in Orzammar 20 years ago.
Wow, just trying to be nice, and what do I get? Sass.
Aw, well, I appreciate it. And I'm doing okay. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to your friends about it. I hear that helps.
It's already helping. You checking on me, I mean. I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then everyone was there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
You have done it for me.
I know you would have done the same for me.
You helped me remember who I was. Not some Titan, but just Lace Harding. And yes, if you ever need me like I needed you, I will be there. That is my promise to you. You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it. But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
Maybe it's up to us.
He'll never ask for help, but that doesn't mean we can't offer it anyway. Do you think he can be helped?
The Inquisitor and Solus were friends. I know she wants her friend back. She's reached out. All Solus has to do is take the offered hand, the simplest thing. And yet, no one's beyond help, Rook. No one. I have to believe it. Or none of this matters.
Deep. Deep. Starting to sound like Batman. No one's beyond saving. Everyone can be saved. Even the Joker, even though he killed like millions, he can still be saved, rehabilitated. Petty thugs? Nah.
The Evanurers do not need. They only demand. Deny them.
Thank you, caretaker. I will.
Hey, what the elves did to your titans? That's messed up.
I don't know. Sometimes it feels silly. It wasn't like it happened to me personally.
That's Vashadan. You remember it. It's you.
Yes, I guess you're right. But it was a war. The elves had no choice because the titans were dangerous and...
No, it wasn't your fault.
But I don't remember everything. What if the titans deserved...
Hey, it wasn't your fault.
Thanks, Taash. Once, back at Skyhold, Solus told me he was sorry that dwarves couldn't dream. I thought that he was just sad, but now, I think he was trying to apologize.
No, that's a Vashadan apology.
Why do you say that?
It was to make him feel better. A real apology would be to make you feel better.
You're right. I wish I could talk to him.
Why? To hear him whine about how sad it made him?
Thanks, Taash.
That's not good support. You're just reinforcing your hatred for that person. That's not something you should be enforcing. My controller's going nuts.
I'm not used to spirits being friendly, like in the Hall of Valor.
Why not? Spirits like to party.
I just can't imagine Ferelden's spirits making a big arena for people to fight in.
Oh, right. People in Ferelden are like the Qunari, afraid of spirits and stuff.
That's probably the first time I've heard anyone say Fereldans are like the Qunari. Hey, Taash, I saw Isabella in the Hall of Valor. Does she always fight wearing so little?
What do you mean? She's got the feathers. She's got the shiny bits.
It just kind of looks like she's fighting in her underwear.
You all must wear a lot of feathered underwear in Ferelden. Hey, you asked about Isabella's armor? It's a Ravani thing. She'd wear something simpler if we were sneaking through a ruin or something. But she wears the fancy feathers and stuff for ceremonies. Or to impress an enemy in a big fight.
And she doesn't mind the lack of protection?
Ravana's hot. We'd bake in heavy armor.
So instead, you fight in your underwear.
Hey, we're the Lords of Fortune. Isabella says it's plunderwear.
I haven't encountered blade armor yet, right?
Lavendel was nice.
Nice. We had to help the Gray Wardens defend the village from Darkspawn.
Yeah, but... never mind. It's stupid.
No, I'm sorry. What do you mean, Taash?
Just... It was nice that the villagers looked happy to see us. To see me.
Why wouldn't people be happy to see you?
Because I look weird to normal people.
Taash.
What? I do. You know what I mean.
I do. And it's not okay.
What do you mean? I don't get it. Do I look weird? I'm Qunari. Do people look at me weirdly too? It's so easy to fit that stereotype with a Qunari, because Qunnaris are already just odd normal. And that angers me a little. Not so easy. You could easily put them in the shoes of easily. Just because they already look weird as is. You got hit by that, right? Bro's getting real upset now. Bro's starting to sound like me. No, I can do it twice. I got hit that time. What is this? Final Fantasy? There's a combat area? Because I can just like... What am I bleeding from? Nah. I'm immune to your attacks now. Nice.
I'm ready for you.
Okay, one down.
Still alive? Still alive.
Okay, 1 out of 3. I think these are the ogres that we killed as champions in the real world. Something. I am not losing. I'm losing.
Loosen the lid for you.
Don't stay there.
Oh, wait.
Ready to go again.
You hit the wrong one.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm scared.
Move!
They're just hitting me with AoE. So much AoE. You're 1 down. You're 2 down. And 3 down.
That's the last one. Gotta move.
Wait, so wait. What was that? Let's start quest, but is it really a quest? Yep, that's definitely a quest. Okay, yep, we're gonna hold off on that for now, Davrin. Why is there wounded in here?
Hey, Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized. or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
New set of rules. Dangerous.
So the rules change further. The world's never as stable as people believe.
Huh. A veil jumper would know. We should trade stories sometime.
So what's the Blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the Blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the Blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the Blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Antoine's Blight connection.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the Blight more than some of the others. Are you?
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
This is insider knowledge.
Should you have told me about all this? About the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the Blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
I'm here to help.
So how do I help?
Figured you'd be in. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the Blight and it gets attacked, then the Blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere, and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their Blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
If this thing explodes...
It's a plan. I didn't miss the part where Antoine said the alchemical flame is mostly stable.
I'll make sure the containers are sealed.
Maybe don't bang them together.
The Blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
Coming in range!
I'm also at range. Okay. Let's investigate further.
There's definitely something in here. Something wrong.
Let us know when this goes from bad to worse.
Something wrong.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break them.
One on the way.
Oh, that sucks.
All right.
Good work.
Better move before more darkspawn show.
Oh, what's that point? I was supposed to say, do I really have to run all the way backwards? I was supposed to say, thank God.
It's attached over
Up on the ledge. We can get at the tendrils from there.
Boom. Oh, there's a lot of tendrils.
a ballista.
Well, that could be handy.
That was all. Good. I'm so quick with it.
We're through.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
I don't wanna.
What is that the Blight Eruption?
Van Hedith.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out.
Damn.
Davrin?
I can hear that eruption. The Blight's spreading. We need to stop it.
Rain incoming! The eruption's not happening. It's fighting. We're not falling.
Definitely have a Gray Warden with us.
Not bad, bro. For a
Down my left. I'll see the one. Okay, yeah, we should really just kind of popping off. Right.
We won't give in.
Oh no. An ogre. Ah, he still got hit by it.
Over there.
Does this hurt? That looks like it hurts.
Beat the odds.
This is it. Let's get that eruption.
Big boom time. Oh, that's a big boom.
We strike and the whole thing goes up.
That's a big boom. That looks like a big heart. It pulsates. Move to a safe distance. This is safe.
All right. Time to destroy this thing.
That's purple. That's it. That's it. Okay. Something's coming. I guess it's nothing. Maybe it was in the second circle.
The Blight Eruption was...
We knew the Blight had changed, but I didn't expect that.
It's what Antoine's been hearing. It was spreading blight through the wetlands. Further, maybe. when we hit it.
If it's all knotted together, they must have felt it in Lavendale.
Is that a horse? No, stone horse. What's this?
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you. Ah, Rook, hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendale reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
I can't put it into words.
I'm not sure words will do it justice. Maybe I should draw you a picture.
Oh, yes. Would you? We'll check the site, but I'll keep your version for our notes.
Make sure to sign it. When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
That's incredible.
That's incredible. I wasn't expecting flowers.
It's what we're here to do, to make this possible again.
We thought the Gray Wardens' purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until their calling, at least.
So the Wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Efka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Just like the Gray Warden should. You think you've changed?
Do you really think something inside you has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? You can't sense the blight. But trust us, it feels different. And the sound is changing too.
As for what it means, it's like Antoine said. We don't know yet.
How are you two taking this?
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry. I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
This is a lot. I'd be a mess.
You're dealing with a lot of questions. Really big questions. I'd be a mess.
Chasing gods, living in the Fade, that doesn't raise big questions?
It does. And my point stands.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
Romantic place. I can leave. They're beautiful.
They really can. And they're beautiful.
I think so.
Lavendale was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
Oh, they're looking for birds. Something's coming. Yep, so it's something. The Blight Eruption was destroyed, and its hold on the Hausenberg wetlands is over. While it will take time for the rest of the Blight to recede, there's hope life will return once more. Though uncertain about what the future holds, Efka and Antoine are optimistic for what comes next.
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But some places barely come back at all.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight. It's possible.
And a huge chest. What was that flower I just took? Can I give that to someone? That was a big stutter. There's a merchant in the store that's selling actual good stuff.
I haven't thought about it. You know I'm overthinking it.
I've been doing that since the joining.
So, yeah, that side quest was a pretty quick one. I'm thinking about doing the mid after this one next.
Supplies here.
I learned the trade from my parents.
And we're still here.
Thank you. Just thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Greta. How's Lavendel?
It's an interesting place, isn't it? We'll keep a good watch on it.
You'll want medical supplies.
Decor? I don't have all the decor.
Look after yourself.
That armor's so shiny.
Have you seen the well?
How is a well interesting?
There's an echo in it, and the voice that calls back isn't yours.
Well, if that's true, why isn't it sealed up?
It has been. It never lasts. The flowers, they're like they were before. I was afraid they wouldn't come back.
Oh yeah, I just noticed there are flowers everywhere. Giant blue ones. Speaking of that well, I kinda wanna go back and check it out real quick. Now that I actually killed the spirit that was there. You don't think?
There's something in those farmlands.
Darkspawn.
Something else. I thought I heard a voice, but I couldn't find anything.
Huh. Weird.
They're talking about the well.
Rook, I'm Rodri.
Janie.
How things going?
Nothing gets to Lavendel with us on watch.
That's right. We have vigilance covered.
Everyone
sounds like Ali's in league with Elgar'nan.
Could be. Picked up some of his tricks, at least.
It's like tracking a ghoul back to the nest and finding an archdemon. Your day just got a lot harder.
And then tracking the archdemon to a god. There's a problem. Here we go.
Poor guy. He's getting launched.